Hello friends and welcome to Tutorials Point. In this video, we are going to learn how to apply form validation in Microsoft Access 2016. Now, in our previous video, we have already learned about field and record validation. Alright, so now let's go ahead and understand how to apply the form validation. Let's take for an example that we have created a table, and at the time of creating the table under the design view, we forget to apply the validation. Not to worry guys, we can still validate our data through the forms validation rule property. Alright, so after applying this particular rule, you have to make sure, or we have to make sure of these points, that first my form rule will be applied and then my table rule will be applied. But let's take for an example that sometimes my table property is more restrictive than the form. At such instance, my table validation will be applied first and later on my form validation will be applied. But for an instance, if you say that both the rules are mutually exclusive, that is my table rule and my form rules, even they are mutually exclusive, at that time it will help me to prevent any random data into the database. So it will help me to create a database which will be crystal clear and accurate, with accurate information and with crisp result. Alright, so we'll go ahead and understand how to apply this form validation in our practical approach.
In this video, we are going to learn how to give validation to a form in Microsoft Access 2016. In our previous video, we have already learned how to give a field validation. Now this time we are going to perform a validation on a form. So in order to do that, I'll be needing a database. So as you can see, this is a blank database. So I'll quickly create a new table. Now this table is basically for a student database where I'll be having the student name, the contact and the date of birth. So let me quickly go ahead and create this. I say this is student name, and the next field, it should be again a short text, the contact details of the student, and the third field I want it to be date of birth. So data type, I will take this as date and time, and let me say this as DOB. Alright, so this is basically a simple database where we have created database for the student contact information and date of birth. So let's go ahead and create a form for the same. I will go to the create tab and I will simply select form. Before creating the form, I need to save this table. So I'll say yes, I would like to save this table. I simply select student database out here. I'll say that as student database and I'll simply hit OK. Alright, now my table has been created and so is my form. Now as you can see, this is my form in a layout view. If you go under this view tab, this is under the layout view. If I go and select this in a form view, so I have this form view as well. Okay, now I have my table ready, I have my form ready. Now I want to give a validation to this particular field, that is date of birth, in such a way that I will not be able to enter any invalid date. Invalid date means the date of birth of a particular student cannot be less than, let's say, 1950, and it cannot be greater than let's say 2 years back down the line, let's say more than 2014. Alright, so this is the validation that we are trying to create. So let's go ahead and create this validation. So for that, I need to go to the design tab, and the moment I go on the design tab, on the right hand side of the screen, you can see there is a property sheet. Now the validation which I want to apply is for this particular field, that is my date of birth. So I'll select this date of birth and I will move to this property sheet. Under that, I will move to this event tab. Now under the event tab, I will move to this second entry which says before update. So basically what it says that before updating this record, please check the validation. So this is what I'm trying to do. I am trying to give it a validation through this property of sheet. So as you can see, there are 3 dots out here. I'll simply select these 3 dots. Now what I'm doing out here, I'm building a code for creating this validation. So I say code builder and I'll simply hit on OK. The moment I hit on OK, my Visual Basic for applications open up and it is giving it a private sub, that is the name of this code is DOB before update. So let me maximize this. Now I need to give some validation. So what will be the validation? I'll start off with if my DOB, that is my date of birth, is less than 1950, or I'm adding one more condition. I'm sorry, I missed. It's my DOB dot value. I should not forget this. If it is less than 1950, or I'm going to add one more validation, that is DOB, that is my date of birth dot value. If it is greater than it's 2014. That is a validation that I want to build. Then show me this particular message. What should be the message that I want to display? The message should be invalid date. So I will give the message in double inverted commas and again simply hit enter. Also, after giving me this particular message box, it should also cancel it because I do not want that particular date to be entered. So I say give another remark or another line which says equals to cancel equals to true. So that means it will not accept this particular date. So I simply hit enter. Now the last thing which I'd like to do, I'd like to end this statement. So I say end if, and that's it. This is the code which we will be needing. I will save this code, right? And I'll save the form. I also have to save the form name. So I'll simply say that this is student database or student database underscore form. All right, so I'm giving this the name as student database form. I simply hit OK. Now my validation has been applied or not. Let's go ahead and check this. Before I do that, let me close this. I'll close this as well. Now let's go ahead and try to apply this validation whether it's working or not. So again, I have to go to the view tab and I'll go under the form view. All right, let's take any random entry, Shane. All right, and contact details, any random number, let's say 9850. Okay. All right, so we have this contact details as well. Now the validation, let's see whether it takes the valid date or not. So I'll take a date which is, let's say, 2 years down the line. So I'll take a date which is in 2013 so that my validation rule has been applied or not. I want to check that. So I'll select this validation date, and if at moment I check it, like if I want to enter it, it is giving me an code that it is an invalid date. The moment I hit OK, it does not allow me to do so. So guys, this is how you can apply a validation to a form in Microsoft Access 2016 using a micro builder, using a code builder. Quick correction for this particular event. If you remember, while creating the student database in the table, we have given the data type for the date of birth as date and time, and in our macro builder we have taken this as dot value. That means it will only accept numerical values, not the date form. So I'll simply go ahead and rectify this. So let's close this data form. I do not require this, right? I will move to this design view, and under this design view you can see this is date and time. I will simply select this as short text. All right, I'll save this, and now we will open the form for this, right? I'll open the student form. Now I have this. Now if I try to enter a value which is less than 1960 1950, let's say take 1949, it won't take it, or any value which is greater than 2013, it won't accept it. If I type a 2015, it won't accept it. The only value it can take is between this range. Now it has taken this as 2010 and will accept it. This is how you can create a form validation in Microsoft Access 2016.